Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker again. Today I'm out here in the bush with my friend Gary Minner. It's a March day, early March. It's 29 degrees, so it's a little brisky, but I'm not too bad off because of my good friends at North that sent me out a Merino wool neck gaiter, and then also fine folks at Woolx that produces some of the best Merino wool clothing, and I got a base layer shirt on right now that just keeps me warm and toasty. So it's not too bad. Are you cold?
I'm doing good.
Okay, all right. Well, Gary, welcome to Backwoods Biker. I'm glad
you
you're out here. And the reason that we're here today is to talk about an innovative product that Gary has developed and is now producing. You know, what's your worst nightmare whenever you're out deer hunting or you're out in the bush and you take down some game, whether it's real big or it's small? Other than complete disaster, it's usually after you've gotten your kill and you need to get your game out. Now, you might be one of those super duper guys that has a four-wheeler and you're going to ride out into the place where you've taken that game and you're going to pack it up there and drag it out. All right, but there's a lot of guys that are more primitive. They don't want to drive out there. They don't want to even be near a four-wheeler when they're out hunting. And Gary's kind of that way. He's an avid hunter. And one of the things that he's encountered too is the same thing I'm talking about. How do you get the game out? Well, that's where he came in, and he has developed this product called the Sleigh Bag. And he's got two different sizes, one for mid-sized game and one for larger game like deer. And I'm going to step back and let Gary kind of explain this to you, and I might pop in with some questions, but I think that you're going to be really interested in this because it's very innovative, reasonably priced, and it does the job. Gary, first of all, you know, what inspired you and what was the beginnings of the Sleigh Bag?
Well, the main thing is my passion is coyote hunting. I do deer hunt, but I deer hunt mainly for my food. But I love coyote hunting. And a lot of times I'm walking back a half mile, 3/4 of a mile or so, and killing a coyote, and then it's a matter of getting it back to the truck. And whether you drag it with a rope or you're trying to grab it by a leg and walking back a half mile, 30, 35 pounds, after a while,
right,
you get worn out, your hands cramping or
bloody.
whatever. Yeah. And I thought, there's got to be an easier way. So I tried different things, trying to get it back, and I came up with this bag to put it in, and it just slides right across the ground real easy, especially on a cold winter day across the snow. Because I've had them where you drag that coyote and the coyote's going down in the snow, you're pushing snow, he's getting caught on things.
And deer are worse.
And deer are worse. So I got this bag, and it's just like a sled, and that's why I named it the Sleigh
I'm going to
Bag.
stop you here because you said something to me. I mean, you know, every idea has a beginning. You know, it
Right.
starts in the head, usually out of a problem, you know, and you're talking about a problem that a lot of hunters have experienced, me included. So you told me that your first bag was a feed bag.
Right, it was actually a 50-pound dog food bag, and I had some straps just sewn onto it, and it worked great. I mean, it was nice and slick, but trying to get the coyote down in through the top of the bag was a kind of a hassle.
Right.
He didn't want to cooperate.
And probably didn't last long, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was thin, it was slick, but it wasn't real durable.
Okay.
So, and I thought, you know, if I could slit this down the middle and get it to open up, and I thought, you know, if I'm going to go to all this trouble, then why not find some good fabric material, some good heavy-duty material that's slick and can hold all this. So I had some prototypes made and let some guys try them. Everybody that's used them just loved them, so I took the chance and said, well, let's make a run and start getting them produced.
I'm excited about showing these off, so let's open up one and show it to everybody here. I'm going to move these over here.
Okay.
These come in different colors. That's what these are all about. Black, gray, olive, drab.
Right.
This is the coyote size or the mid-size.
Right, this is a coyote size is what I call it.
Well, just drape it right over there, and as you do, let's talk about it some.
And it's a heavy-duty grade military vinyl. It's velcroed across the top, and it splits all the way down the middle, all the way down to the bottom, opens up so you can open it up and get your prey in there nice and easy. It'll fit 2 coyotes in rather easily. But I put these straps on here just in case maybe you get 3 or you've got 2 fairly good sized dogs and the Velcro wants to bulge apart, then the straps will help hold it.
Okay.
Then it's got this 2-inch webbing, heavy duty webbing, that you can pull, and this is a shortened version, and you can pull it by hand, or you can take it and lengthen it all the way out and go cross body. That way if you've got your backpack and your gun and you don't want to drag by hand, you can just put it over your shoulder, take off walking, and it's enough where it won't kick your heels and stuff, and you can just take off and walk with it.
It was awesome when I saw you take down the coyote. First of all, you called him in, you gave him a bad day, and when you put him in that bag and drug it out, I was amazed. It's such simple technology, but what you've done with it is you've dragging your game out to another level. Now, you said this was a military grade heavy duty vinyl.
Correct.
Right? It withstands the cold.
Withstands the cold.
Water,
it rinses out. I mean, once you get your prey home, get him dumped out or whatever, and it's full of blood and whatnot,
amazing.
You can just take a hose and about 30 seconds rinse it
how
out.
How much
and
does this
clean.
cost, this particular size of a bag?
This bag is $79.99 with free shipping.
Free shipping, anywhere in the United States?
Correct.
Okay, will you ship to other countries?
I will. I haven't gotten that far yet, but that's on the agenda.
Shipping cost to another country is just to be determined, depending on where you live at, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's see this bigger bag here.
Okay. This is a deer size bag or whatever. You could even put hogs in this if you did wild boar or whatever. And it's the same concept, basically the exact same bag. Velcro's completely across the top, all the way down the middle, has the added straps just in case.
Let's open that up. I'd like to see how big that opens. Heavy duty Velcro. Got you out on the log here. Oh yeah, that opens up all the way.
So you can actually fit two small to average sized doe in this bag, or one good size buck will fit in here. In fact, this fall on the prototype, I killed a buck and he was 220 pounds field dressed. And I put him in one and was able to drag him about 150 yards to get him out of the woods to where I could get to him with my truck.
That's awesome.
And it just drug over logs and everything and no holes in it, and just slides right along. I mean, it just really holds up.
When I saw you drag this across the ground, when we took that coyote down, it amazed me how much resistance it didn't have.
Right.
It just slid across the ground. When you took it through the creek,
Right.
Went through the creek, it was just awesome. Now, what is the lead time if a guy says, hey, I want one of these bags? What's the lead time? Do you have them in stock, or do you have to build them as they come?
No, right now I've got all the deer bags in stock, all the colors, all the coyote bags are in stock, all the colors. So they want one, within a week they'll have it.
All right, tell them your website.
My website is www.thesleighbag.com, and you can also go to my Facebook page, The Sleigh Bag, and on the Facebook page it's got some videos of how it cleans out, using it in the snow, and different things.
Awesome. Now, I told Gary when I saw this bag that, you know, being the outdoors guy that I am, that I'm always innovating, I'm always thinking. And as soon as I saw this, you remember what I told you?
I don't remember.
Okay. I told him that for me, this might end up being a survival shelter for somebody that is in a survival situation, because it's big enough to cover a man. It's heavy enough to keep you warm. I guarantee you, if you put yourself in this bag and you have to sit for an extended period of time, your body heat is going to warm up inside of here. That's how heavy this bag is. Again, it would be an emergency survival situation. You're not going to take this out and say, okay, I'm going to hunt during the daytime, and at the nighttime I'm going to sleep with my sleigh bag. Well, first of all, if you've taken any game, it's going to be full of blood. Not a good idea. An emergency situation, you'll do anything to survive. You know, I think this is a great product. I think it's right on the cutting edge of innovation here. You know, it's simple. And you're going to have folks that really fall in love with this. You know, I'm Tony with Backwoods Biker here with Gary Minner and his sleigh bag. If you like this video, click that little thumb down there, that thumbs up, and be a champ and subscribe to us right over here on your right-hand side on the video screen. You'll see our logo there. Until next time, you ride free and you live free.